He devoted his entire life to protecting his family only to be betrayed, executed, and erased like trash. But death was not the end. He opened his eyes, 30 years in the past, in a younger body. And this time, he will burn everything that destroyed him. This is the story of Vikier von Baskerville, the Iron-Blooded Sword Hound. Welcome to EpicPanel Recaps. Today, we're retelling the Manhwa revenge of the Iron-Blooded Sword Hound. A brutal fantasy about betrayal, uprising, and rebirth. Let's begin. Vikier was born into the powerful Baskerville family, a clan of merciless warriors trained like hunting dogs. Their world was one of brutal discipline. No warmth, only strength. He spent decades as their most loyal hound, completing assassinations, hunting monsters, and crushing rebellions. He was the sharpest sword in the family's arsenal, a tool of destruction that never questioned an order. Yet, despite all his loyalty, the family turned on him. Accused of treason and framed by nobles who feared his growing influence, Vikier was dragged to a public execution. The very people he had bled for watched in silence as he was condemned. He knelt before the guillotine, his life's work reduced to nothing. As the cold steel blade fell, his final thought was simple: if only I had another chance. And then darkness swallowed him. Then a heartbeat, a gasp of air. He awakens in a familiar room. He looks down at his body. The old wounds are gone. His hands are small, unscarred. He stumbles to a mirror and sees his reflection, a teenager. He has returned 30 years into the past, before his life was destroyed. This time, everything is different. He remembers every betrayal, every enemy, and every weakness of the Baskerville clan. The boy they once controlled is now a hardened warrior with decades of combat experience trapped in a young body. And his first decision? Pretend to be weak. Pretend to be obedient. He will play the part of the unassuming child, the loyal hound in training. But beneath the surface, a monster is waiting. He will strike only when the time is right, turning their own system against them. He will strike only when the time is right, turning their own system against them. The hunt has begun, but this time, the hound is hunting his masters. Young Vikier undergoes the Baskerville combat training again, but this time, he dominates. Where other children struggle to even lift their heavy wooden swords, Vikier moves with the precision of a master swordsman. He knows every technique, every counter, every flaw in their training methods. He has to carefully hide his overwhelming skill, just enough not to attract suspicion from the clan elders. He lets others win, takes hits he could easily dodge, and acts like a struggling but talented trainee. But one event forces his hand. During a field exercise, a deadly wolf-like monster, a Cerberus, escapes its enclosure and rampages into the training grounds. Children flee in terror. The instructors panic, their formations breaking. Vikier sees this creature and his blood runs cold. He instantly remembers this beast killed dozens of his fellow trainees in the old timeline. He will not let that happen again, not this time. With a single, perfectly calculated strike using a discarded spear, he pierces the monster's weak point, killing it instantly. Everyone is shocked. The children stare in awe, the instructors in disbelief. The clan elders take notice. Rumors begin to spread through the halls of the Baskerville estate. That boy is not normal. With his presence now noted, Vikier begins planning his revenge in earnest. His first target is a corrupt instructor who, in the original timeline, secretly sabotaged Vikier's missions and played a key role in framing him for treason. The man is arrogant, abusive, and believes himself to be untouchable within the clan's hierarchy. But Vikier knows all his secrets, including the fact that he smuggles valuable monster cores out of the clan's vault to sell on the black market. Vikier sets a trap, using his knowledge of the future. He orchestrates a scenario that exposes the instructor's crimes in front of the clan head himself. He times the reveal perfectly, presenting evidence that only the future viewer could possibly know. The instructor is caught red-handed, his lies unraveling before the patriarch. In an instant, the man loses his status, his wealth, and his power. One betrayal has been erased. Dozens more are to go. With each passing day, Vikir grows stronger. He uses his future knowledge to master forbidden sword techniques long thought lost. He navigates the treacherous politics of the family, building secret alliances with those he knows he can trust and manipulating those he can't. He begins to change the future, piece by piece, saving lives that were once lost and dismantling his enemies' power bases before they can even be built. Enemies who once destroyed him now tremble before him, even though they don't yet understand why. His ultimate goal is clear: destroy the corrupt nobles who pull the strings, unmask the traitors within his own family, rewrite the tragic fate of the Baskerville clan, and kill every last person who betrayed him, this time from the shadows, with their own blades at their throats. This is just the beginning of Vikir's bloody path to revenge. If you want part 2 of this manhwa recap, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe for more epic recaps with new videos every week. This is EpicPanel Recaps.